changing modes in a world that's full of make-believe and changing attitudes. Are you keeping up with the Commodore? 'Cause the Commodore's keeping up with you. Are you keeping up with the Commodore? 'Cause the Commodore's keeping up with you.
Don't laugh, people. That's the future. Look out. It's coming at you. Artificial intelligence is on its way. You got to keep up with the Commodore, my friends. You got to keep up with the Commodore because the Commodore is keeping up with you. Today's show is brought to you by Commodore 64, a defunct computer that doesn't exist anymore, but heck, they want to sponsor the show. That's great. That's great. Floppy disks. What does that bikini have to do with the Commodore? Well, you can hang out with bikini-clad women out by your pool and get your magnifying glass out for that screen, though. It's super tiny. It's very exclusive, very secure that way, because no one can see what you're doing, including you. Ahoy all, Chuck Goldsmith is here. Jose, ahoy. I'm so glad to be here today. You know, yesterday I had to make a CD. I don't know if you've ever made a CD before.
What?
Yeah, music CD. And you know, it's funny because I just wanted, I was doing a scene in class and we'd be doing it tonight, and I just wanted a boom box where I could just press a button and it would play music. Seems simple enough. I didn't want to do it on my phone. I didn't want the internet to go out or something and then the song doesn't play. So I thought, hey, I'll get my boom box out. And I went and got my boom box. And it's weird when you think that you have like a thing and it's just like a thing that's like in your garage, and then you pull it out and it's an ancient relic. 20 years have gone by since you used the thing. It's like covered in cobwebs. You look for a CD, you don't even have one. It's quite startling how time goes by. And so then I was like, I got to burn a CD. Things have gotten more difficult. I thought that things were getting easier because of technology. But you know what? Dadgummit, I think it's getting harder. Let's get into this thing.
You just said that.
Dadgummit.
I'm gonna get myself a CD player. CD player.
All right. Hey, one of the things I was saying today about the show, take a break from the indictment. Indictments are so much fun for everybody, but there's a certain kind of indictment burnout that happens. Whew.
Yeah, I'm getting all kinds of text messages. Hey, get up, you hump. Let's talk about Trump. I'm like, I don't get up and talk about Trump.
We don't do it. We
That's
don't
not
even
what I
talk
wanna
about
do
him.
in the morning,
In fact, I don't even know if that word has been uttered on this stage before. Let's see. Kamala says there was a box of CDs under the phone cards at the CVS covered in dust. The folks at CVS insisted there were none, but she persevered. Yeah, last night I was like, honey, I need you to go out. I finally figured out how to burn a CD, and I dusted off some ancient computer that I had, and I remoted into it, and it was just just so complicated, and I was about to burn the thing, and I didn't have any rewritable CDs. So I sent her to CVS, and they were like, sorry, what are you?
We don't sell CDs.
You go to the local museum to get a CD. But I mean, it's like, what are you going to do? Howard Aronin says Lionel Richie's favorite computer, the Commodore. Yes, the Commodore.
Hey,
Yahoo!
Lionel Richie Commodore
I love
joke.
it. I love it. I love Commodore jokes.
Hey,
Yeah.
if you ever need rewritable CDs or any blank CDs, not even rewritable, just blank ones, I still have a spool.
Oh, you do? You have a spool. Well,
I have a spool.
I have a few of them in their
100,
gel cases now.
But I have 88 left.
All right. That's good. Okay. They're going fast. They're going fast. I'm going to getting kind of cold out here in the water. Thank you, Genielle, for sending us this. I want to send a congrats out to some folks out there, some of the short folks. Alexander graduated from his school last Friday, as we know, because Bloss neglected to show up to the show. So
He culminated
congratulations.
8th grade. They call it a graduation.
Congratulations
but it's eighth grade.
to him for
Yeah.
culminating 8th grade. Our
Eighth
nephew
grade.
Jack is graduating from Shorecrest High School this weekend. So there you go.
Eighth grade. 10th. That's 12th grade high school. Ooh, where's he
High
going
school,
to?
yeah.
Did he decide where he's going to
Going
school?
to the University of Washington. He's in the engineering program there already, which is like a big deal.
Staying home. Staying home.
And then speaking
Love
of
it.
some other engineers, Guignel's kids, Josh and Molly, graduated from the University of Washington this past weekend. So things are moving along. Yep. That's
And
right.
your nephew's going to University of Washington too?
Yep. Absolutely.
You know what I love best about in-state universities? Like
What?
all the Cal States?
Yeah.
You get that resident discount.
I know. It's so good. It makes sense.
I like that.
It's for the people, by the people,
I love those.
unlike
Yeah,
other
saving like
things.
$8,000. Woo!
Woo! All right, let's breathe because I got a lot of stuff going on today. We got a contest. Got the 80s music. 80s movie contest. We've got, I want to point out this beautiful shirt that I have here is of P22.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can get
Where'd you
shirt
get
cam.
that from?
Let me get shirt cam going and I'll show you a little close up of it.
22.
I know
nice.
everybody wants this, but you can't have it.
Yeah.
Can't have it.
Hey,
Yeah,
the big cat, man.
The big cat from the old park. Was living in Griffith Park for many, many years. Passed
Can
away.
you believe that cat survived all that time at Griffith Park? Like by
Beautiful
itself?
animal.
Well, if they had any kind of other cats that were running around with him, I mean, he was living in neighborhoods, coming in and out of LA. I mean, the cat had it made.
Beautiful story.
Still free,
I don't know
but
if he
still
had
go
it
run over
made.
to the garbage can and have a hamburger or
I
a
think
piece of a
had it
sandwich.
made is a kind of a huge, gross exaggeration. But, maybe.
Maybe, but like half domestic, half wildlife. You know what I mean? Living in the city of angels. I mean, the cat had it made.
Okay,
Come
I
on.
like it. I like it. like
Think
it.
about it. Yeah.
All right, what do you say we breathe? There might be some people out there that have never
Take me
seen
there,
the
Joel.
show before.
Take
and
me
they-
there, buddy.
Okay, let's do it. So what we're going to do is we're going to breathe. I'm going to put this thing on the screen. Oh, I don't know. I was going to try and do this whole thing with the, breath. No, I'm just going to do it. I'm going to do that another time. We're going to have an animated GIF that breathes for us, and we'll just breathe to that.
What?
I know. It's coming to
These
you.
AIs.
Coming to a lunch therapy near you. All right. In through the nose, out through the toes. Hold it. Let it go.
Ooh, standing today too.
In through the nose, out through the toes. Hold it. Let it go. I don't have any shoes on today, do you?
Nope. I'm barefoot into Tuesday.
In through the nose, out through the toes. Hold it. Let it go. Wow. All right. I love it. I love it. I'm going to try and get mine.
Ooh, I like it. I
It's,
like it.
it's kind of hard. My desk's up way high. Hey,
Every day.
I'm going to try.
That's
I'm going to do
a
something
good thing to
different
do
today.
every day.
I'm going to do something different today. I'm going to have the quiz really early on, then we're going to go to the Trash Panda and do some other stuff. So, what do you think about that? Is that crazy?
I love the trip. No, it's not. It's fantastic.
Because I've been,
Sometimes we get carried away and we miss the quiz.
I have been
So I
getting
love
carried
getting
away
into
every week, and I miss the quiz, and I've got this great 80s movie quiz sponsored by Commodore 64. So I think we got to get into this thing pretty soon, but we're going to have to first have some healing vibrations.
In your face.
Here's healing vibrations. This is a brand new one that they put out. I'm just going to play a little bit of it because, it's so generous of them to let us do this. Whole value of solitude depends on oneself. It may be a sanctuary or a prison, a haven of... Oh, I blew it. Let's go back. Let's go back.
Haven or a responsive punishment. Is that what it said?
A haven
Ooh.
of repose or a place of punishment, a heaven or a hell, as we ourselves make it. John Lubbock. Solitude.
You are responsible for your own solitude, and it's your choice whether it's heaven or hell.
Interesting. I live near a rainforest and often wander its overgrown trails. I love that. You know, one of the things that's great about Washington State, where these folks come from, is that it's one of the only states where they have every type of terrain. So they have plateaus, they have deserts, they have rainforest, they have city, they have forests, deciduous forests,
hills,
mountains,
valleys.
I'm trying to name all of them. I might have. They have it all. And the thing that really makes it special is the rainforest, because that's not everywhere in the United States. That's for sure. They have
That's 'cause
rainforest.
it's got that beautiful air and ecosystem that just runs itself.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that about the rainforest. I mean, you know what's weird? Is every time I go camping, for some reason, my body feels better. Like my joints don't hurt as bad. I don't have any kind of like congestion, or itch. And I don't know. It's been like that for me all the time. Every time I go to the sequoias, or I go camping, or I go to the redwoods, the air is so good, and like bugs don't even really bother me that much.
You know what that
You know what
says
I
to me? You know what that says to me about you? So you have some damn good bug spray.
I would think that I would, because everybody in my family uses it, but I don't use bug spray. You know what it probably is? We had a conversation about it one time. Might be the alcohol.
It might be. You know, they found this is recently. They found that certain soaps attract mosquitoes.
Oh yeah.
So maybe you stay away from soap
Yes,
a lot,
absolutely.
or maybe you
No,
use
but
like
I use regular stuff. Like I use, well, not regular, but I try to use no dyes, no perfumes. You know.
I use
but
dirt. I do a dirt bath like the elephant. I learned from the elephant. Dirt bath.
It comes with some odor sometimes. The dirt.
Just dirt. Just cover yourself with dirt.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. But sometimes it's the dirt. It's hard to get the dirt off.
Well, you trunk. That's why you gotta have a trunk.
Splash. Yeah, you gotta splash. That's right. That's right.
All right, let's get into this thing. Greg Werdala is here. Actually, California is the most biodiverse state in the U.S. and one of the most biodiverse regions of the world. California is a biodiversity hotspot because of its unique geography, climate, geologic history, and size. Wow, that's interesting. So, I mean, that's great that Greg's bragging for us down here in the lowly California. You know, the thing I'm wondering, though, is does California have rainforests? Is what I'd like to know. We have beaches.
No.
We don't. I don't think we have rainforests.
We have sequoias. That's probably the closest thing we have to a rainforest. Where
One of the most beautiful
land is
things.
untouched and it's,
One of the most beautiful things about living here is you can surf and ski in the same day. Apparently, people do.
in the same day.
Yeah.
And we had snow this year, like just till recently.
It's still
Just till
snowing.
recently.
Yeah.
You can get up early, go surfing, drive to Big Bear, and ski.
It's crazy, isn't it? Unless you're old,
And have
Chuck
lunch.
says. Chuck says, unless you're old.
At the Grove.
You can do it when you're old, too,
Yeah.
Chuck.
You can. It just takes longer to get there.
Yep. All right. Let's get into this because I want to get into the contest right away.
You
Seems
picked a
nuts,
great healing
doesn't it?
vibrations today, man. This is
It's
really
good.
nice.
We're all relaxed.
Very settling. Yeah, very, very calm. I mean, even my voice got calm when you turned it on. I was all excited.
Check
Good
out the
move,
facts.
Good move. Breathing.
No Washington State.
Feeling-
No, Washington State is the only contiguous state with a temperate rainforest. It's the only one.
Yep. I think that's
Not
what you
even
said, man.
Oregon territories. I thought Oregon
Oregon's got
might
some
have
forests, don't they?
it. Yeah, I think it's because
Yeah, rainforest though?
in Washington State they have that peninsula that sticks out
Yeah.
there, and Puget Sound is kind of tucked in there, and something about that. It's northerly. I don't know. You know what's
And that's
interesting?
where your rainforest is mostly around.
You know
that
what's
area,
interesting is that the clouds come in off the ocean and they hit the Cascade Mountains and it's just, they get stuck. And that causes a kind of a greenhouse effect up there. Correct me if I'm
Yeah,
wrong.
that makes sense. Like they're moving and they hit the mountains and then they're just kind of hovering
That's
there.
why the sky is just white all the time.
Yeah. White or gloomy?
White and gloomy. That's my band, my new band. White and gloomy.
The white and gloomy. Their
White
first
and
single. Keep it raining.
Keep it raining. All right, let's get into this contest. Let's do it. Let's do it. We're just like throwing caution to the wind.
Yeah, I want to hear these guys. We haven't had a hummingbirds contest though in a while.
It's
Let's
gonna be
go.
crazy. All right, we haven't had this in a while because I've been. So I got Chuck up there. Chuck is the person in the chat room. He's gonna have to answer all the questions. We got to get some other chatting from other folks. Also, feel free to share the show and say, hey, there's contests going on here. This is nuts. I'm going to share it myself, in fact. I'm going to find a way to share it while we're on here. But anyway, I got some really good questions. I hope Chuck is up to it because I'm going to quiz Blas. But I'm looking for a way to share. So everybody else, while you're out there, look for a way to share this thing. Be like, heck, there's a contest going on. I'm going to do it on this thing. This might cause trouble. I'm sharing it with some folks here on
Are we giving away $10,000?
I wish. Maybe if we give away more money. That's what we have to do.
What do you mean more? Have we given away money before? Because
We have to give away more money. More than $0.
Be a part of that.
I think we have to go away. Okay, I'm doing it. I'm sharing. Contest. Woohoo! See, even the host is sharing on this show. Join us.
Yeah, me too. I'm gonna get an 80s contest now.
Now. All right. If everybody did that out there, that would be awesome. However you feel it, email somebody. Be like, hey, I'll meet you in the contest. All right, let's get this thing going. Let's see, especially while we have Greg Wordler here. He's super good at this kind of stuff. So.
Greg Wordler.
Anyway, let's do this thing. Brought to you by Commodore 64. 80s movie contest. Are you ready, Blas? Because you're going to have to cover your eyes.
I am so ready.
Chuck just shared it on Facebook. That's the problem with these social medias is they silo you. So you can share it, but it doesn't go to like Joe Biden. Joe Biden has never called me once.
Ah, that guy. You gotta be kidding me.
Never called me once.
Many times we've been hitting him up.
I know. Can you believe it? Okay, you ready? Cover your eyes.
I am ready to cover my eyes with something like this. How about that?
All right.
All right,
Cool.
ready.
Let's do this thing. Here it is. Here's the first question. This is for Chuck and whoever else out there, Greg Wordler. And Blas, you can look. In the movie Flashdance, Jennifer Beals played a flashy dancer. In what city did it take place? And what was
Pittsburgh,
her day job?
Pennsylvania.
Oh, that was good.
Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, not Pittsburgh, California.
Did you see Greg's came in? I mean, I'm witness to this. It came in right after you said Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
But you didn't say welder. You didn't say
What?
her. You didn't say her day job, which Greg did.
Oh yeah, she's a welder. And
Yeah,
Pittsburgh, and that's why it was That's why it was set in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, because it's the town of the metal, steel, U.S. steel mill.
Yeah. So Greg Wordler gets the point, though.
You know, I remember that so well
What?
is because I'm from Pittsburgh, California,
Yeah, I know.
and
you
my
are.
father worked at the U.S. steel mill, and my cousin's a welder, and I have friends that are welders, and
That's cool.
I'll always remember that because when Flashdance came out, they had Crazy Legs on there boogalooing.
Yeah.
He was break dancing, and he wore the girl's outfit to substitute for her ballet audition. He was the stunt double for that. She did the windmills.
So Greg did
And
win.
I
Greg
was in
did
love with
win,
Jennifer
by the way, because he got welder.
Secretly.
You were in love
Secretly.
with who? Jennifer Beals?
Jennifer Beals.
Did you shave your head, or
Secretly.
what's going on? I'm looking at a
I did.
shiny,
I did, look.
shiny palette.
Shaved all my
Pate.
stuff off.
I think pate
Feels
is the
so
word.
good. Getting ready for the summer. and it's still gloomy.
Greg says, I remembered it because Jennifer Beal was hot, but you didn't remember her name to put an S on it. So, how hot
Oh, you
is she?
called her Jennifer Beal?
Jennifer
I don't know
Beal.
if that point counts.
No, that wasn't the question. All right, let's go on to the next one. Next question, cover
next
your
one.
eyes. There's flash dance.
Covering
Okay.
eyes.
Cover your eyes. Everybody ready? Okay, don't. This is a pretty good one.
Now,
Okay, go.
what can there be only one of? The number 1.
Greg Wardla got it again.
No,
He just
really?
nailed it. Yes, he nailed it. I'm telling you.
What? Highlander?
Highlander Immortal was actually the word, which is quite
Right.
astute of him.
Oh!
But it is the word.
Forget the category. These are 80.
What did you say?
That was a general question.
What did you say?
That's the line from the movie, right?
Yeah. There can be only one. Oh my God.
Yeah, I messed that up.
I'm going to do this. Oh, that's
Roses, Greg, congratulations. Congratulations, Greg. Congrats.
Congrats, Greg. You got it. There can only be one.
Awesome.
Immortals. It's weird that I put an S on it because there can't. If there's only one, how could there be immortals? There couldn't.
Yeah, you pluraled it. You plurred it. You plurred
I
it.
plurred it. He didn't plural it. I pluraled it. Better to burn out than to fade away. I got something to say. Who was that? Who said that? You know the actor?
Oh, no, I don't know. Who is
Anybody
that?
know
Wait,
that
what?
actor
Is that a
that
question?
played that character? Yeah. Better to burn out than to fade away. He was one of the Highlanders. He had like his neck was all stitched, so he had this really raspy voice. I like the way
So it's
Chuck said
Frankenstein.
Neil Young. No, he was the actor Clancy Brown. Clancy Brown. Yep.
Who hasn't heard? I haven't heard that name in so long. Clancy Brown.
I have some new sound effects that I'm playing around with.
Yeah, I could tell.
Are they loud or what?
Like opera.
Are they
Like
really
an
loud?
opera.
They're really loud. Clancy Brown. Greg got
Awesome.
it. Greg got it. Okay, close your eyes.
Okay.
Cover it up. The Kurgan. Yes. The Kurgan. He didn't just have a name. He was the Kurgan. That's pretty cool. All right, here we go. We're going to take a look at it. What 1980 film centered around a sensory deprivation tank? Uh-oh. I don't know if Bloss heard that. You got to
A
wait.
1980 film? A 1980 film?
Oh, man, I totally blew that one.
Inner Space.
Oh, you don't even know. So that's good.
No.
That's good.
Wait.
Wait. Say Inner Space
Invasion
again.
of the Body Snatchers.
Okay. Check out that sound, huh? Pretty good.
No?
Yeah. Greg Wordle thinks I don't see the answer up there. He's like, I said it.
Yeah,
I
Altered
said
States,
it.
good Altered
Kamala's saying, I said it. I said it. Altered States. You know Altered States? I've got some really interesting facts about Altered States.
I loved Altered States.
It's great, isn't
I
it?
loved Altered States. I loved Flatliners. I loved Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Loved all.
Did you love the Centipede?
Ooh, is that a movie?
It's a horrible movie. I don't want to talk about it. I never saw it.
Didn't you have to
but
put
I
a
will
quarter
never
in to
see
watch
it.
the movie?
We'll never see the movie. So Bill Hurt is an altered state, in an altered state now too, Kamala said. What did you say? What did I miss? What did you say?
I said, did you have to put a quarter in to see the Centipede? To see the movie? Did you put a
Yeah, I
quarter?
love Centipede, the game. Yeah, I love that better than the movie, and I've never seen the movie. Okay,
I
altered
used to get
state.
pinched by that. Then
Here are
we-
some facts about it. It was written by Paddy Chayefsky. You know Paddy Chayefsky? Famous writer.
Famous writer.
Does anybody know what Paddy Chayefsky also wrote? Famous writer of the
She
time.
wrote.
He,
Did she write Dune?
he wrote.
I mean, didn't he write Dune?
He wrote Network. And he also wrote, I believe he wrote the film Marty. Ernest Borgnine.
That
Just little
was a
facts.
fantastic movie. Was that a book or a story first? Because that movie, I watched that movie a dozen times at least when I was a
Kamala
kid.
got it right.
I loved Marty.
Marty, yeah. Listen to the sound. It's pretty cool, right?
William Hurt. Oh, he passed last year, huh?
Yeah, he did. It's hard to believe, really. Let's see who else. Oh, directed by Ken Russell. Directed this film, Ken Russell.
Wait, whoa. Oh, Ken Russell.
Ken Russell.
I'm thinking of Kurt Russell.
It was Drew Barrymore's first film.
No.
Yeah. I would have
Was she a
said
baby?
I would have said E.T., right?
No, I would have said Firestarter.
Well, you would have been really wrong then.
Well, I would have been really wrong because Firestarter was after E.T.
Yeah, because she was like a little girl, but in
Yeah.
E.T. she was just like
But
a tiny little toddler.
She had to be a baby, like
Yeah,
no
I mean, she
lines.
must be. You know, I hear that these sensory deprivation tanks are coming back.
Well, haven't they been around?
They've
I
been
mean, they do
around, but
different versions
you know,
of them,
it's
right?
like
They do
it's
the-
like
they do the
yo-yos.
cryo tanks.
You know, it's like
They
yo-yos.
do-
They're around, but no one's doing it.
Because it's secret. Only for the rich.
I like the way you were sort of like a floating head there for a second. It was eerie because you were whispering.
Whoa.
Here's another fact for y'all. Oh, Kamala says I did sensory deprivation tanks for a while. Wow.
You
turn
did?
Remember at the end, I mean, I don't want to blow this for anybody, but you've had a lot of time to watch this. At the end, he's like a total blob when he comes out of the thing.
Yeah.
He's like this blob.
Was he bloated from all the liquid? What was he bloated?
I think he just transformed because his mind transformed so much because he was not just going into a sensory deprivation tanks. He was like
right.
taking psilocybin or doing some crazy stuff
Yeah,
and seeing
taking
like
in all kinds of other
goats'
stuff.
heads
Right.
with all these eyes and Jesus and then he turned into this blobular character. And that was the beginning of the movie The Blob. So the end of this movie was the beginning of The Blob.
It was the Segway movie.
Which is another great movie from the 80s. Or before the 80s, maybe. But you know what? Did you ever see the movie Attack of the Killer Tomatoes?
Yes, of course I've seen it.
If you haven't seen that, run, don't walk to your nearest tomato theater.
The Blob, Attack of the Killer Tomatoes, The Fog,
The Fog.
Attack of the 100-Foot Woman.
I love The Fog. All right, let's see what's next here. We got to get back to William Hurt's first film. Did you know that was William Hurt's first film? Did anybody know that in the
No,
chat
that was
room?
his
Yeah.
first film?
That was his first movie he ever did.
Oh, he crushed it. He crushed that.
I would have said, Body Heat or something like that, but
Oh, Body Heat was so good. I should
Greg
not
says
have watched
The Blob
it
was in
at my age.
1958.
At my
it?
age, I should
Yeah.
not have watched that movie.
The Altered
It was
States.
it altered my states. Body Heat.
You know what really, that was the one too, yeah. You know what really altered my state? Exorcist.
Oh, God, that was horrid.
Oh,
I was terrified.
I was so
I was
scared.
terrified. I had a bunch of cousins, right? And they're younger girls than me, and they would lie in bed and they would fucking scare the shit out of me.
That was so terrifying. I was going, we would go, at the time, my family and I were going to church. So there's, and then to have a horror movie about church.
It was
because you're like,
blasphemous. But you know what? People didn't complain back then. They did not complain.
people didn't complain about
The
the
blasphemy,
devil inhabiting their body? Is that
yeah,
what they didn't complain
Christian and all that. Nobody got upset. Hey, that's Jesus.
about? Or nobody complained. They said, because it was like, no, because it's a thing. It's a thing in the Catholic Church. I mean, you can't deny it.
Oh,
it's a
being
thing.
possessed, you mean? Yeah,
So
that's
every
why they
night-
have exorcists.
Every night I would lie in bed thinking that I was going to be possessed at any moment. Because
Horrible.
it's like, how do you prevent it? And you're thinking in your head. Yeah, I mean, I was paranoid, but I mean, they put the sound of bees in the soundtrack of Exorcist because they found out that any human, even people who live in the most Arctic climates, their blood pressure or their heart rate rises when they hear the sound of bees.
No matter where you live.
So William
sound of
Friedkin was
bees
like,
will make-
Friedkin, the director of that, was like, let's just throw a bunch of bees in the soundtrack. Greg
That's
Wardle
some,
says
that's some smart ass shit, dude. That's smart.
his mom thought she was possessed. Dude, also, there's like a still frame in that where there's just a scary looking guy. Have you ever seen that still frame? And it has nothing to do with the movie.
What are you talking? Did he witness her or something, or did he
They
witness
just
something?
put stuff in there that would hit you at some kind of subconscious level.
Ugh.
From let's see if I can find it.
William Friedkin was listening to too many rock and roll records backwards.
William Friedman was definitely doing that. Were you doing that too when you were a kid?
Yeah, we had to. You know, you had to listen. You had to find out what was going on.
Yeah.
I loved it when people were doing the Beatles. Just like the Beatles. Those guys, listen, they're harmless.
What was your favorite one to play backwards?
I think it was either Led Zeppelin.
Yeah.
Well, there was a Kiss one that my friend kept playing back, and it wasn't scary or something like that. I can hear something, but what was it saying? Your mother.
There was one that we played backwards that said, "Turn me on, dead man. Turn me on, dead man. Turn me on, dead man." Or at least we swore it did. Okay, I don't want to scare everybody, but I'm gonna show you the picture of the scary face.
And this is from The Exorcist. Oh, that would just pop up from The Exorcist?
It just pops up in like one frame or something.
Like what, when she was possessed and they were in the room or something like that? It was
just
it's
like
supposed
that.
Probably the representation of Satan or something like that, the devil.
Greg says this contest is possessed. It is, especially now that I showed that scary picture.
We're still only on question 3.
And you know what? This has all these subheadings. Okay, ready. Now cover your eyes because we're getting on to the next thing.
Tell me when.
Okay. All right. Okay, people. Here it is. And now don't say it. Don't turn around. Don't turn around.
I'm right here. You see my arms?
I see your arms. It's like you've been arrested.
Yeah, I'm practicing.
Stop.
Trying to get ready.
Kamala says, "Stop showing pictures of me before I get my makeup on." Yeah, it's pretty horrific. Okay, here we go. So I'm giving it a little bit more time because I got that chat in, and that was from when I had the scary picture on it. That was scary. I don't know if people are going to come back from that.
That was pretty frightening.
All right, turn around. Oh, Greg Wordle got it.
What immigration comedy featured Cheech Marin and Camila Lopez leading masses of Mexicans down a hill to cross the U.S. border?
You would have got it. Greg got it.
Flaming Hot. Flame
Greg
Hot.
got it.
Flaming Hot.
I think the hummingbirds have like 3 points. This is possessed.
That is
Flaming
so
Hot.
unfair. I had to turn around for that question.
I know. That was terrible.
They needed time for that
we're
question.
still honing the contest. We're still honing it.
I would have got that question immediately when I first saw the third word.
Every day it gets better. Every time. Greg has 4. Okay. The hummingbirds have 4 points.
Can I say something about that movie?
What?
I had several friends fall in love with the lead actress from that movie.
You did.
They just loved her. Talked about her all the time when the movie came out.
Yeah.
Oh, she's so beautiful. She's so pretty. Blah, 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 blah. Then I come to LA and I'm in this improv group and this person shows up and we're working out and, we're friends and everything. And because I'm not an idiot and don't pay attention. And I'm just talking to them one day. We're sitting around having some beers at a party or a cookout or something like that. And
don't tell me what you ate. Whatever you do, don't tell me what you ate because that's when we go off like on a total sidetrack with the story.
Okay. But I mentioned that my new group I'm with is really good. Caught in the Act. My boy Jay. We got these great girls. Camila Lopez, Roxanne Hogue, Carrie W. Wait, what did you say? What did you say? I said Camila Lopez, Roxanne Hogue. No.
And they got excited.
Camila Lopez?
They got
I
excited.
said, yeah, Camila Lopez. She's this Latin chick that joined our group. She's really good. She's funny. Dude, do you know who you're talking about, dude?
You didn't know she was
talking
in the movie?
about Born in East LA,
Dolores?
Camila Lopez?
Oh my gosh.
And I go, yeah. I said, dude, what's up, dude? You got to introduce me to her. I'm like, no. Look at the way you're acting. I can't do that.
You are unaware of your surroundings. You know what? I'm going to share this with everybody. I'm going to share this. Today, Blas sends me this link, and he goes, we ever had this guy on the show? And I was like, Healing Vibrations?
5 dozen times.
I'm like, I don't know, like every show, probably.
He texted me last night, we need sound therapy.
That was unbelievable. It was everything I could do to be like,
Tell him the best
Healing
part.
vibrations. Healing vibrations. Yeah.
The best part was, I thought Healing Vibrations was the name of the segment.
Yeah, you didn't even know.
even know
I
the name of the
advertise them
guy.
every time. I'm like I'm their biggest like advertiser, and you're like, what is it? Okay, get ready. Close your eyes. Close your eyes.
Healing
We're
music.
still moving
I thought
forward.
musical sound. It's called Healing Vibrations.
God,
And
it's so
the name of the
embarrassing.
group.
It's so embarrassing.
Oh, I love those guys. I love those guys, man.
I love those guys too. All right, so let's get on to the next thing. Close your eyes.
Oh.
Kamala says the only thing is it wasn't Mexicans. It wasn't just Mexicans. Her character was from El Salvador, and the guys were from China. Interesting.
Oh, that's right.
What's happening? What's happening?
Out of time. What's happening?
What's happening?
That was great. That was great.
All right, let's get on to the next one. You're
workers
still
were
arrested.
Chinese. That's
Still
right.
arrested. Do you know how fast you were going? All right, I'm gonna show the thing. I'm just showing. I just started showing it. This is a quote, and then you got to tell me like what movie it's from. This is gonna be hard.
Can I turn around?
This is one that Tom Kearney came up with.
Can I turn around?
No, because this is a quote. It's really difficult. All right, turn around. Death. What do you all know about death? Is the quote. And you got to tell me what movie it's from.
Dad, we don't need no stinking badges. What do you know about
This is an 80s movie, not a 1937 movie.
What do you know about that? It's like Mad Max.
Death.
It's like one of the.
What do you
it's
all
one of
know
those
about
movies.
death?
It's like an apocalypse movie.
I'm gonna give you a hint because this is a tough one.
What do you know about death?
I believe that either Willem Dafoe said this or Tom Berenger.
Platoon.
Oh, you got it. You got it. I guess that was too much.
Those are
of a-
some pretty easy clues.
Yeah,
my
that was
friend.
too. Yeah, that was terrible.
I mean, that's Willem Dafoe right there in the freaking
Yeah.
poster, and you're gonna give the
Is
number
that
one
Willem
clue.
Dafoe or is that
That's Willem
Tom
Dafoe.
Berenger? Ghostbusters.
No, that's Willem Dafoe.
Okay, you're gonna wait. You get this one. I'm shocked. I'm like, wait a minute. Who gets this one? Bloss gets this one.
Dad, what do you know about death?
Now I've
There's
got.
death. That guy's dead, and that guy's dead, and that guy's dead. What do you know about death?
Hate Crew, Death Roll. This was like so disturbing. This movie. It was like almost like The Exorcist. In that, I remember watching it and thinking, that was a great movie. I am never ever gonna watch it again. And it's the same way I felt about The Deer Hunter. It was like, that's a great movie. Don't put me through that again.
Oh, Platoon, Deer Hunter, and what's the other one? The one with Squeal Like a Pig. Wee! Wee!
Deliverance.
Those three movies I watched several times when I was younger.
Okay, we're gonna do one more thing, and then we're gonna head into the old.
And when I was
We're gonna head into something else. But
Deliverance, it made me queasy.
yeah, Deliverance.
I was like, "You're Burt Reynolds. Beat these guys up, dude." What the
All right, so here's a quiz for you. This is bonus. Now you can look. You can look
bonus?
because this is not
Bonus.
timed. This is the last one for today. Who was not in Platoon? Charlie Sheen, Keith David, Willem Dafoe, Johnny Depp,
No, Johnny Depp.
Forrest Whitaker,
No, it was Forrest Whitaker.
Robert Duvall,
No, it was
Tom
Robert.
Berenger,
Maybe
Kevin
Tom
Dillon.
Berenger. Kevin Dillon.
So there's
Definitely.
only one answer here. There's only one answer.
I say Johnny Depp.
You say Johnny Depp. Okay. Let's see what the chat room says, and if we haven't lost them completely. I'm gonna give them a little bit of time because it's a lot. Charlie Sheen,
I have an
Keith David, Willem
Can I
Dafoe,
say
Johnny
or?
Depp. What's that?
I have an or. Johnny Depp or.
No, you can't have an or. It's just one.
Why
There's
not?
only one that wasn't in the movie.
These guys aren't even answering. They're looking it up on Google, bro. It's not fair.
They're totally.
Look what they're doing. Are they taking a
Listen to
damn
this cool
nap?
sound. Listen to this cool
Guys.
sound.
Hey. You
Moment of truth is here. There's Tom Kearney.
Right.
Have you seen Tom Kearney's new show? It's called Moment of Truth.
No.
You
Oh, is
gotta
Tom
check it
Kearney
out.
watching?
Yeah, he's on. I mean, he's there. I mean, I invited him to be on the show today, but
I
for
know,
some
but
reason
he
he's
never
maybe
got
he
back
thought
to us.
he just was going to be in the chat room. I don't know. But he says
Oh,
Johnny
no, Tom,
Depp.
we wanted you to be where I'm at right now, Tom. That's
There's
what we
only
want.
one person that has it correct.
Only what? Howard has it correct?
Yes. Howard
No.
has it correct. Yes.
No, Robert Duvall's in that. Robert Duvall's in everything.
I know, you would think. That's why I put it in there.
That's why the movie wasn't so good. The movie wasn't that good. It
Robert
didn't have
Duvall.
Robert Duvall.
Yes. Ding, 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 ding.
Wow. I would have never. I would have sued him.
That's a good one.
Oh, you
Isn't
took
that
the
a good
box.
sound?
You should have took the money. You should have took the money. Oh, poor guys.
I love that. Howard Aronin pulls out the answer. So it's 6-1. The end score is 6-1. Thank you everybody for being involved in this
Your
mess.
pauses. I'm gonna send a grievance that your pauses were way too long for the guest participant.
Is that it? Is that it? You're
You
gonna
need
lodge
to
a
take out an extra
complaint?
15 seconds out of that. It's way too long. Way too.
Oh my God! He had class. See you guys when I have no class. Well, that would probably be today, right? You're like summer vacation, no class.
Yeah. Now, does he mean no class, like a summer
He had
vacation,
class.
or the
He had a
guy's
class he had to
classless?
take. I'm just.
I mean,
he
which
had
one
a,
is it?
He had a
Tom,
class he had to take.
Tom,
I don't think he.
Which
meant-
one is it, buddy? You put your pinky out when you drink your tea.
All right.
Comedy.
Boney,
Joel
could you
Marshall.
move this? Huh? Could you?
Bonnie,
You don't have to. Duck
you're supposed to
down.
move it
It's
during the
okay.
segue.
Do I have to do everything around here? Oh my goodness.
It's not fair.
It's really not fair. Thank you for the great contest and the great opener for the headliner, which is Joel Marshall. Yes, great to be here at the Trash Panda Comedy Club. Yesterday, I had to take my car to the shop. Yesterday was super busy. I had to take my car to the shop, and I had to make a CD. So, it's getting busy around here. Things are really ramping up. But we decided that we were going to do something different this time. We were going to take my car to a really far location to fix it, and it was barely starting. So we had to take two cars. Kamala and I got in the cars, and then what happened was, when you're with somebody for a really long time, like decades, you have a recurring thing that you disagree about that always comes up, but neither of you will budge on it. This is the thing for us. I don't like to drive somewhere and have her follow me. I don't know about y'all in the chat room, but this drives me nuts. I do not like driving ahead and having to worry about somebody behind me keeping up with me. And I also don't like to follow anybody either. I don't like to try and... I think it's dangerous. I think it's extremely dangerous. I'm guessing that it like exponentially increases the danger of driving. It's already dangerous to drive. But then when someone's following you... And the thing is, what always happens too? Is somebody gets in between you. Somebody pulls in between you and you're like, that asshole! Why would he do that? Why would he pull in between us when this person's trying to follow me? Such a dick! But have you ever been driving and you look over at two cars and you think, oh, that person must be friends. That person must be following the other person. You have no idea. You have no idea how to know whether somebody's following somebody. And you have to have, some distance, some stopping distance between you. So there's always a space for somebody to get in there. And then, then I just feel like a jerk, because then what happens is then invariably I will go through a stoplight and it'll turn red as I'm going through or something like that. And then I've left her behind. And what's that all about? What kind of a leader am I? And so then what I did yesterday was I kind of pulled into there was no place to pull over or anything. And you want to make sure that when they come back, you're right there. So I kind of sat in the right lane, just stopped, like hazards on. And on top of it, if this is not bad enough, and we're both map questing, as she says. She says map quest still. I don't know why. They should just, I don't know what happened to MapQuest, but it's like, to me, it's sort of like, I'm going to look in my Thomas guide. So on top of it, my tire was low on air. So we had to stop. And you know what? I don't know what happened. But you know, I was saying how life got harder. It got harder. There used to be, you'd go to a gas station, and this was like when I was a little kid. They'd go to a gas station, person would come out, say, you know, good day, sir. Good day, ma'am. Can I put the gas in your car? They put the gas in your car, and then they'd say, you know what, I'm going to check your tires for air. And then, you know, if you didn't have air, they'd fill them up. That doesn't happen anymore. I pulled over this place that I go all the time, and it's not like I'm not buying gas from them. I go there all the time. I pull in there. There is just this machine off in the corner that apparently you can get air out of. And it says there's a scanner thing on there for your card, and there's a place for you to put the coins in. I scanned that thing. I don't know how much money I spent on that thing, just tons of money. And then what happened is nothing. No air came out of the thing. So then it said, okay, if you happen to have $2 of quarters, which nobody has $2 of quarters anymore, but if you have $2 of quarters, you can put them in here and it'll give you air. Weirdly enough, Kamala had $1.25 of quarters. And I thought, well, maybe if we put that in there, maybe we'll get a minute of air instead of 2 minutes of air. So I put that in there, and the most amazing thing happened.
No.
Nothing. Actually, nothing happened. I made $1.25 of quarters disappear. Is what I did. It was like magic. It was like a magic show. And so then I had to go into the place, and she scrounged together some dimes and nickels. And I don't know if anybody has told you this, but 2022 had a shortage of change. Did you know this? There was a change shortage. So this stuff is valuable. So I brought it into the gas station, and I said, here's my change. Can I have quarters? He gave me 3 quarters that I could complete the task. And then I said, you know, I'm putting these in to get some air. And he's like, oh, that doesn't work. He says, that doesn't work. And I said, well, I put $1.25 in there. And he said, no, it doesn't work. I said, could you maybe put a sign on it or something? Could you put a sign on it that says it doesn't work? Otherwise, it's just a place where people are putting quarters in for no apparent reason. And he says, no. And then I said, well, can I have my $1.25 back? And you know what happened next? Will amaze you. He said, no. And then I said, well, you know, and then you get that feeling like you're kind of, you know. What? Yeah. And you don't want to, you know, you don't want to throw a fit because somebody will like video you and put you on Instagram. But you're feeling kind of like, what happened? What happened to the world?
So you didn't punch him?
No, I didn't punch him. He was behind glass. And now I know why he was behind glass.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And of course, I asked for the manager.
And he said,
no.
Wait. Did he say no, or did he say, I am the manager?
There were a lot of no's. No, he was not the manager. Kamala says, and I couldn't turn the car off because it wouldn't start again. She was afraid it wasn't going to start again. So she had parked on the other side of the whole place. So she couldn't defend me. Moment of Truth says, take your car to a record shop. Do both. Rotate your tires and get a CD. I'm going to start a CD making business for all you people with boom.
Wait, CD tire inflation.
CD and tire inflation. Yeah, because there's obviously a dearth in both of these. Like, people are always looking for service industries, things to do to make money. This seems like a great one. Anyway, we finally map-quested our way to the mechanics. And we got there, and I said, you know what, in the morning the car doesn't start. And then he started it, and it started right up, and he's like, I don't know what I'm going to do. And I'm like, well, maybe I have to wait. He's like, it's fine.
Hell no. Hell no.
Really nice guy, though. He kept it until
because
today.
you guys drove so long that it was already ready to start. You know what I mean? He needed to see or witness that, you know, in the morning.
Well, and then I was
like, left the car with him and told him, hey, tomorrow morning, you try and start it.
Well, that's what I ended up saying. I mean, it was clearly, And I'm like, then I tried to like act like I knew something about cars. And I said, well, maybe it's the alternator. Maybe it's the timing. I think I said timing. And he just looked at me like, he's like, this car doesn't have timing. This car has no timing. A lot like the set. Ah! All right. This has been Trash Panda Comedy Club. Thanks for coming. Let's get into, I think we're going to have to get into the dance break here real soon, but maybe at first.
Musical therapy.
I love this show because it's kind of backwards. It's kind of backwards. This is Marcel Hutter. Okay, I'm going to bring you on, Blas. Close your mouth. Close your mouth.
Look at these two.
Close your mouth.
Look at these two, though. Nice. Not bad.
Isn't that cool? I love it.
You know what I'm afraid of?
What?
A car coming and running them over with their backs to the road.
You're right, they are in the middle of the road.
It's a little bit nervous. If a
Never
car
play
struck me,
handpan in the middle of the road.
They couldn't hear the car because the handpan is just too vibrant. I would be crushed.
Isn't this beautiful? They're on TikTok, and you know, and I think they're on TikTok. I don't know. It's vertical, so
One of the verticals.
I'm guessing one of the verticals.
That's the new social app I'm going to come up with.
What's it called?
It's
Vertical?
called Vertical Video.
I think they're kind of ahead of you. All right, we're ending at the Church of Chuckles here. It's now time for the dance break.
Just a chuckle.
This is kind of nice to end at the beginning a bit. You know, take
Well,
another
you know,
deep breath.
you're vamping. You're playing around with it. You know, you're having fun with it. Because you know why? Because it's Barefoot Tuesday.
Barefoot Tuesday, mix it up, have fun. Thanks everybody for joining in on the contest today.
Yeah, moment of truth. Thanks for
It was
coming through.
extraordinary. It was extraordinary. Thanks, Tom, for, jumping out of that class, telling those people, screw you. I'm going to some therapy. I'm not learning crap in this class. This class
But I
sucks.
need some therapy. I need
a break from the crap. One time somebody told me, don't say crap so much on the show.
Who's told you that?
I think it was my mom. No, I'm just kidding. It was my mom.
I wouldn't be surprised. But crap, I like the word crap. Crap is better than
I like
shit.
the word crap too.
And it's more effective than stuff.
Yeah. Moment of Truth says, I gotta see that again. I don't remember Platoon with Johnny Depp. Yeah.
He's in there. He's in there. He's a little boy, a little Vietnamese boy, and he's serving them dumplings.
He is in there.
And then a bomb comes and blows up the facility.
Do you think I think, little known fact, he also played the scary guy in Exorcist.
But the scary guy with the face.
Yeah.
That one.
No,
Yeah.
he didn't play that
That's
guy.
how they found him for the scary movie. Scream.
Fun contest. Never seen Blas do so poorly. Yeah.
Oh, what?
Oh.
Hey, screw you.
Whoa
Cappy.
there, Cappy
Jerk
Addership.
ball.
All right, let's
You know
dance. What?
You're in for it next time. Next contest,
Next contest.
you're in for it.
Cappy's in trouble. All right, let's dance out of this thing. I have got one of my favorite, and I'm not kidding when I say this. One of my favorite, because sometimes people say, "Look, everybody is your favorite musician," but no, Adam Pearce is definitely one of my favorites. I don't know what happened to you. Where did you go? Elevator? Did you go down in the elevator?
Just to the basement to get my.
Tambourine. All right, dance break time.
Welcome back.
Wait.
Adam Pierce
Adam Pearce, welcome back, y'all.
from American Idol.
Welcome back, y'all. We're 3 years into this channel, and I have not played one of the biggest rock bands of all time, so I apologize for that. We're fixing that today.
I love this song. One of my favorites. Of the Rolling Stones.
When will those clouds all disappear?
This is dedicated to P22.
from here, with no loving in our souls and no money in our coat. You can say we're satisfied, but Angie, you can't say we never tried. Angie,
I want to get the CD version of this.
you're beautiful. Remember all those times we cried. Angie, I still love you. But ain't it time we said goodbye? All the dreams we held so close seem to all go up in smoke. Let me whisper in your ear. Where will it lead us from here? Oh, Angie, don't you weep. All your kisses still taste sweet. I hate that sadness in your eyes, Angie. Ain't it time we said goodbye?
The guitar is so good. You know, Adam's the whole package. Sometimes you can see his package too.
And no money in our coat. You can say we're satisfied, but Angie, I still love you, baby. Everywhere I look, I see your eyes. There ain't a woman that comes close to you. Come on, baby, dry those eyes.
Cam won't make the same joke. Right there. Part of the sales. Part of the sales.
Ain't it good to be alive? Woo! Angie,
You're beautiful.
Angie,
Is it nighttime?
they can't say we never
it's already night.
tried.
Oh, it's nighttime where he
Sounds,
is. Yeah.
It's nighttime over there.
No, he's live. He's
A little Rolling Stones. Can't believe I've gone this long in this channel without playing some of them. Obviously,
3 years.
one of the biggest, if not the biggest rock bands of all time.
He's been doing
But,
this as long as Lunch
Rolling
Therapy.
Stones, man, always
Therapy.
pretty simple stuff. Nothing crazy about Mick Jagger's vocals. It was always more about his attitude.
haven't you done?
That whole band was more about attitude than like technical proficiency. But sometimes that's harder to capture than technical proficiency. But anyway, hope you enjoyed my rendition of it. And if you're enjoying this channel, like and subscribe. Tell your friends, tell your mom and them. Till next time.
Love you, Adam. Always good.
the best, isn't he?
Always good. Always good. Hey, what haven't we done on Lunch Therapy in 3 years?
What haven't we done?
Yeah, he hasn't done the Stones. What haven't we done that